Hello and welcome to the Online Trainers Podcast, where we go behind the scenes to uncover the latest tactics and strategies top trainers around the world are using to get more clients, dominate their marketplace, and get their clients amazing results. There is absolutely no fluff here. I'm your host, Lynn Trin.
Hello and welcome to episode number 41 on the Online Trainers Podcast. Today's topic is how can you become the expert authority very quickly. Now, this is a great little topic I want to talk about today, only because I've been able to do this in 3 to 4 different markets at a very quick speed. And I'm going to tell you a little story. Not too long ago, probably about 18 months ago, I decided to open a dental marketing consultancy agency or digital agency where we helped dental clinics around Australia build and grow their social media profile, but also get them leads. And one of the things is, what you'll notice is that I'm not a dentist. In fact, I'm a physiotherapist, but my sister is a dentist and she owns a great dental practice here in Melbourne. And one of the things that I was noticing, and this is where you really have to take the opportunities, and really want to be able to tell you this story to show you how easy it is, because, you know, once you get this, getting in there and getting clients isn't going to be tough at all. But one of the biggest things, especially inside the dental industry, was that they hadn't transitioned on and started using social media. They're very old school. And I saw this opportunity, my eyes lit up, and I thought, okay, well, why don't I start just running ads for them? Because I had a skill, I've got a skill, and that is, you know, getting cheap leads on Facebook. And it's not so much that it's a skill, it's just understanding, once marketing is psychology. So if you understand the psychology behind why people do what they do, if I can understand why you're clicking on your phone at this moment in time, you're on Facebook and you're going to click an ad, if I understand that, I will win. And so that's what I put out. And what was amazing, and this was amazing because I'd gone into the industry and I'd almost just done it out of this kind of egotistical way to prove to myself that I can go in and dominate an area. And so I started out with LinkedIn, and long story short, I was able to sign up 30 clients who paid a retainer of $3,000 per month. Now, what a retainer is that means that that's the minimum fee, and if they spend more, we charge a percentage of the spend. Let's say they spend $10,000, we'll take 5 to 10% of the spend. So that would be an extra $500 on top of the retainer. So what happened was I was able to sign up 30 new dental practices around Australia, and at $3,000 each for 3 months. And that was fantastic revenue because, you know, and I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're like, well, why don't you do that? And I did. But this comes back to going, follow your passion, you know, find what you're good at, find what you're interested in. And the way I did it was by not marketing out there. It was by building expert authority first, okay? By building expert authority. And I always tell you this, if you've been listening to my show, you'll notice that I always say the value is in the transformation. The value is in the transformation. While everyone out there was telling dentists that they should be running Google ads, they'd be doing PPC, which is just paid advertising, I went out there and I started building funnels and educating. So I set up a LinkedIn profile. I still have it because I'm quite proud of what I was able to do. I delivered awesome content. This is what I did. I delivered awesome content, and I got in front of 1,600 dentists inside forums, inside LinkedIn. I optimized my LinkedIn profile so that if anybody came to my page, they could see value in the page. That it wasn't a page where I was telling themselves all about Lynn Trin. I was saying, if you're a dentist and you're hopping onto this page, these are the 4 crucial things you need to do right now. And so what happened was every single dentist that was coming onto my page via LinkedIn was tuning in because my LinkedIn profile, you know, gave them information. It delivered value, and then basically they could watch videos on there. I said, and so what you need to understand is that you need to understand how to become an authority first. And the first thing I always say is, firstly, deliver amazing value, give them something, give them a solution to their problems. Find out what your marketplace has that's a specific problem that you can solve because you've got the knowledge to solve it. And for me, that was easy. I thought, okay, well, how can I help these guys get more clients through Facebook, through Instagram, through Twitter? And that became really easy because I was like, okay, well, I know how to do that. That's super easy. Build out a funnel and get them to book in for an appointment. Super easy. And so what I did And I'm going to tell you a great strategy, and this is what I would employ you to do, especially, and here's what you have to understand, this is the health and fitness, this is the health and medical space, it's not the health and fitness industry. Dentists, if you're going to talk to them, they're very professional. They expect you to be your grammar to be perfect, your emails have to be perfect, the way you present yourself on video has to be perfect. And knowing me, if you know me, if you listen to these podcasts, if you read my emails, you know that I'm gonna get content out there no matter how no matter how badly and poorly it's written. And this was great because I think, some dentists really love this. They're like, wow, this guy's really good stuff. And yes, whilst he needs to improve on his English, we're getting so much value out of this. And so what I did, just like what I'm employing you to do, especially if you're not an expert, if you don't have a name, if you haven't been building your name for 10 years, what I did was I offered to build out. I said, hey, I want to build you out. I want to get 10 clients or 10 new patients. I want to get 30 new patients on me for free. That's what I said. Yeah, and so anybody that came onto a call with me, I was able to go, okay, cool, I've got this funnel, let's plug it into your business. Do you have an email list? Do you have existing patients? Cool, what would you be able to spend about $100 on Facebook? And so all those were ticked off, and they said, yeah, of course. And so what happened was I launched these funnels for them, and it didn't take too much of my time because I had built out a system. And long story short, they all got results. They saw between 15s. This guy saw 100 and he was like, I want you on my team. What do I need to do? And that's really how I got results first. That's how I became the expert authority. Because I'm going to tell you something. Everybody in this world talks, but nobody delivers. Yeah, the marketplace is saturated, but it's not competitive. I was about to stuff up that sentence at the prime. And so what I want you to realize is this is what's happening in every industry. Yeah, but if you can go in, if you back yourself 100%, you can go in there, and this is why I love challenges. This is why I love that you can help somebody deliver results in events, and challenges are a great way to do that at scale. Okay, yes, it's going to take a bit more time. Yes, it's going to take effort. A lot of people feel as though, jumping into the online space, this is the misconception, is that when you jump into the online world, every single guru and expert tells you out there that it's going to be automated, that you're going to release this funnel, you're just going to see the money rolling in. And I can tell you, 99.9999% of people who want that to happen never get it to happen. And there's only the freaks who hire the most amazing people who have the best products and services that people actually want, and they would have bought anyway. And that's when that happens. But for you and I, mere mortals, that doesn't happen. And so, if you're infiltrating a new marketplace, if you're going into a niche, if you're trying to build a brand for yourself, I urge you to deliver value. Get out there on video. I was filming videos for these dentists, telling them what they should be doing. I was optimizing my LinkedIn profile, writing blogs. Yeah, and I positioned myself as the expert, and that was all good, and that was truly all good. I was getting inquiries doing that, but I wasn't closing the deals. I wasn't having people go, "Oh my God, Lynn, this is awesome," because I did 30 clients at $3,000 around Australia. That's Australian dollars, so it's about $2.5 US or so. But I was able to do that, right, in I think 58 days. And yeah, Kerry was pretty much astounded. We were just going, wow, this is crazy. But it then led to me falling out of passion, because every single month when I had to catch up for calls with these dentists, I realized that they weren't very, very exciting. And so that's a different story. But that leads me to go in and grind and hustle and do the work. Okay. And if I really needed it, I would have stuck out and did 10 clients instead, right? But I didn't. So I gave up that opportunity and I handballed it over. And so that agency has been now taken over and taken care of by some joint venture partners. But really what I want you to learn today is that you can become the expert authority. Okay, you have to start doing things that other people aren't doing. And I'm going to tell you something. What I mean by the market is saturated, there are a lot of online personal trainers, but it's not competitive because there are a lot of personal trainers sitting there on their ass hoping to get clients, but they're not willing to do anything. So what I did, and if you're hungry, this is the thing, you have to be hungry. If you're not hungry, you're not going to make it happen. If you're not hungry, I can tell you all the tips and strategies in the world and you're going to be like, Lynn, that sounds pretty good, but yeah, I don't know, I'd rather watch TV, I'd rather chill out with my friends instead. And and fair enough, it's completely up to you. But if you're hungry for success, and that's why you're listening to this podcast show every single day. If if you're not, then definitely tune in every single day. Then go and do this. Go and implement it. Go and try it. And if it fails, try another approach. And if that fails, try one more, but try a different approach and prove it to yourself, okay, so that you can get the results. Because here's the thing, everybody wants to build this online business, but nobody wants to do the work. Everybody wants, just because the assumption is made that it's online, it becomes automated. No, in fact, I think you have to work twice as hard now online than you do offline, purely because you don't have the trust factor, So that's what I want you to do. And your one task for today is figure out, is your pitch or your lead magnet delivering results in advance? This is the question that you have to answer for yourself. Take a look at what you're putting out there, and can you find something like what I did inside the dental industry to deliver results in advance first on their most pressing need. Okay, their most pressing need. We're talking about, these dental practices, they wanted more patients. That's what they thought they needed, right? And so for your people, for your niche, for your clients, prospects, what's their most pressing need? If they don't want bigger arms, if that's not their most pressing need, they're not going to take you up on the offer, okay? For most people with fat loss, it's quite easy, because I'm going to tell you why. Because it's so saturated with, there's so much money going into advertising with supplement companies, with Isogenics, Herbalife, with every other fitness professional, that it's already done for you, which is easy. And for guys, it's probably belly fat. For women, it's ass, butts, thighs, arms, okay? So it's already done for you, and that's generally the gist of what it goes, okay? So you've got these marketers who have already done all the work for you, and there's amazing copy being written. You just need to use that and then put your own spin on it, okay? So that is your one task. And of course, feel free, and please, I do urge you to share this podcast with another trainer, another coach, who you can work together with to make sure that you both are kept accountable. Okay, that is all for today, and I'm pumped. And as we get along, I'm sure you'll find out all the skeletons in my closet. But that was dental industry, and I just want to be able to show you that no matter what authority you have, I was talking to doctors, right? These guys, and funny thing is, I wasn't a dentist. Okay, so don't tell yourself these stories of how you're not good enough, because you truly are.
Alright, if you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes, and feel free to leave a review, and that way I can respond and I can take that on board in developing content to serve you. Now, if you're not a part of the Online Trainers Club on Facebook, please do yourself a favor and be a part of the conversation. That's where I add daily tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can build out funnels, how you can get more clients, and ultimately become a better online coach. Thank you for listening.